that story around Vodafone and MTN teaming up for their mobile money deal. Michael Joseph, Vodafone Director of Mobile Money, joins us on the line. Thank you so much for making the time to join us, Michael. MTN and Vodafone seems like an unlikely marriage from afar.
Well, I don't think it's such a quite unlikely marriage because we operate in different parts of Africa. I think the only place where we compete directly against each other is probably in South Africa via Vodacom and in Ghana. And the rest of the place we don't compete. But I think there is a demand for services across borders, and they are one of the big players in Africa.
What does this relationship mean, or this partnership mean, for your consumers? Understanding that you've had a launch of this partnership in Benin and Cote d'Ivoire, you're now taking it to East Africa. How does this change the game of mobile money in East Africa?
Well, I think it will just provide for our customers, our Vodafone and customers via Vodacom Tanzania and Safaricom in Kenya, will provide them with additional services that they can now send money, say, from Kenya to Rwanda, for example. And I think this provides them with additional services, plus the ease of the service of sending, of doing an international money transaction directly from your phone. So no need to walk down to the nearest international remittance agent. You can do it directly from your phone, very conveniently and much cheaper.
And of course, I'm sure you've picked up significant lessons from the markets where you've tried this interoperability model. What lessons do you take into the new markets that you're penetrating now?
Okay, just to confirm that the deal that what was announced today was an MOU, memorandum of understanding, of how to put this into action. We're not there yet. We still have to test it. We still have to trial it. So we're not there yet, but we've agreed now to work together to make it happen. The lessons that we learn are really about how do you make sure that the right rate of exchange is used that is fair to the customer. How do you make sure that settlement is done correctly? And if there are queries, how do you deal with the queries? Does the sender in the one country deal with it, or do you deal with it on the receiver on the other country? So these are the things that we are learning now about what we've done between, say, Kenya and Tanzania. So we're learning these lessons, but what we've also learned is that there's a big demand for the service, which is quite interesting.
Michael, just before I let you go, final question. What sorts of regulatory challenges are you anticipating as you move forward?
Well, I think I don't think we anticipate regulatory challenges. We just have to make sure we get regulatory approval in each country, both on the send side and the receive side. Having done this now a few times, we know what the regulatory authorities want, and we just make sure we get approval on both sides. That's why it's not happening sort of overnight in every single country where we operate. In each country, we have to negotiate with the regulator.
A very big thank you to Michael Joseph there, joining us on those plans between MTN and Vodafone to change the game in mobile money in East Africa.